If you're looking for a project you can do with basic tools and materials, then I've got one for you. This tutorial is going to show you how to create string art. This is what you'll need for this project. First thing that you want to do is find a suitable piece of wood. If your wood has rough edges or marks along the surface, you're going to want to take a little bit of sandpaper and smooth it out. At this point, if you wanted to change the color of your background, you could also take paint and paint your surface. Don't move on to the next step until it's dry. Once you have a smooth surface that you're happy with, you're going to take your template. In this case, I printed one off the computer, but you could also draw your own. I like to tape my template in place so it doesn't move around while I'm working on it. Next, you're going to grab your nails. For this project, you're going to want shorter nails. About 1 inch long is usually best. When you're hammering in the nail, you're going to want to start by holding the nail between 2 fingers and tapping it gently, just until it stands up in the wood. You'll then move your hand away and hit it harder with the hammer. Ideally for this project, we want the nail to be about halfway in. It should be standing straight up and it shouldn't move when you wiggle it. As far as spacing goes, you want all your nails to be about 1 centimeter apart. The more detail in your project, the more nails you're going to need. Once your outline is complete, you're going to peel off the template. You can get most of it off by hand, but if you've got any stubborn pieces stuck behind, you can use whatever you have available, whether that's the end of a pencil, a pair of tweezers, or, like I used here, a pair of pliers. Now that we have all the paper removed, we're going to start on the fun part, creating the design. I'm going to be using 2 colors for this design. The first one, I'm using a blue yarn. Any thick string really will work for this one. The thicker the string, the less times you have to go back and forth to make the color visible. Start off by tying a knot in your string. You want it to be nice and loose so that you can slide it over one of your nails. Leave one tail long. This will give you something to tie your string to when you finish. The first thing to start with is to go around the whole outside of your shape. This will help you follow the lines and remember what parts need to be shaded in. As you'll see, when I'm going around, every time I either hit a corner, somewhere where the string changes direction, I'll be wrapping it around the nails so that it follows them nice and tightly. Once you get back to the beginning, you can start filling it in. There's really no wrong way to do this. You can go back and forth in a random pattern, or really anything that looks good to you. Once you're happy with the way that your pattern looks, you're going to return the string to where you started. Wrap the string around that final nail a few times just to keep it nice and tight, and then tie the 2 ends together. Make sure you double knot it so that it doesn't come unstrung. Once you've got it tied, you can trim off the ends and start in on any other colors that you want to do. If you wanted to put an outline around your main image, now would be the time. For the second color in this pattern, I'm using embroidery thread instead of yarn, but the steps are the same. Going around the outside, and then filling it in. And that's it! Follow these few simple steps and you'll have a great piece of art. Thanks, and see you next time.